Is it sort of getting beyond you, or are you still in it?
Well, certainly the rhythm of the game has completely changed this afternoon. Yesterday's excitement, the movement in the pitch, obviously all the wickets fallen, and then again this morning you think that kind of excitement was going to continue for the rest of the day. But I think the heavy roller made a decent impact, which is good signs for us for our second innings. And once the ball got soft, we weren't able to create too many chances. I think it's obviously given a lot of credit to Mitchell and Blundell, the way they played. And from our point of view, we tried everything. I think you can see in Stokes we've got a proactive captain there who is willing to try different things. We tried hanging the ball with the seamers. We tried going straight. Obviously had a bit of a bounce-a-thon session there, which nearly created a couple of chances. But they played really well. So it looks like it's going to be a new ball wicket from now on. So tomorrow morning we've got an opportunity to take a few wickets with that. We've got some exceptional new ball bowlers in the shed, so hopefully we can make some inroads tomorrow. But I think the good signs are that the wicket's playing really well once that ball gets a bit soft, so it's certainly not out of our reach as yet.
Given what you say about that, what could you realistically chase, do you think?
It all depends if they get the ball swinging and how much movement's in the pitch, and if you've got overheads, all that kind of stuff. But I think the way that the pitch has played this afternoon should give our batsmen a lot of confidence that we can chase anything. In a test match, if you're not scoring up towards 500 runs in both innings, then I guess you don't deserve to win the test match. So we're going to have to put a good performance in no matter what we chase. I'm sure I can hear you.
Hi, Paul. Your thoughts on Matt Parkinson obviously making his debut in unusual circumstances, but how do you think he went today and the whole experience with him so far?
Yeah, look, I mean, I'm sure it's been a big shock. Obviously, he was in his back garden yesterday afternoon and gets a phone call. Rushes down to Lord's, receives his cap there this morning off Chetan Patel and goes out there. I'm sure he'd prefer the game to be a bit longer in days 3, 4 and 5, but so there wasn't a hell of a lot of assistance out there. But I mean, what you can see is a pretty accurate leg spin bowler, and I'm sure he's delighted with the experience and enjoyed his day today.
We saw him start at the pavilion end and move to the nursery and later, where maybe the experience was kind of traditionally all right to bowl from. What was the weakness on it?
Well, pretty much that. At the moment, there's not a lot of turn in the pitch, and see if we can get the ball sliding on from for LBs and balls. And he does get quite a bit of drift as well. So really, that was the thinking. And we tried everything. We tried, as I said, from both ends with Parky. I thought we tried to hang the ball with the seamers at times, but we couldn't create a chance. But I think from a coaching point of view, the things that you look for, the intensity in the field was there. Every time we had an opportunity to hit the stumps, we hit the stumps. I think our catching in the first couple of days has been exceptional. And as I said, I think the captain has been proactive in trying different things, but we just couldn't create too many chances.
Paul, it was a very, proactive move to call for Parky. Obviously, with the concussion happening, but it very quickly made the decision. I mean, what sort of discussions went into who you bring in those circumstances? Obviously, he's been around, but to throw him in for the debut, what made you think this is the moment to go for him?
Well, he's been in and around the setup for some time, and he's the next one in line, and it was was a case of just getting him down as quickly as possible. And as I said, it's been a difficult time for him over the past couple of years of being in bubbles and doing a lot of work behind the scenes, but not actually getting a chance. And thankfully now he's got the chance.
George and then John. Chris, you want to pass that on?
Cheers. Thank you. I don't think we've spoken to you since the appointments have been made, the coaching appointments. Just wondered what you would prefer your role to be going forward if there's a split between red and white ball coaching units.
I prefer whatever the hierarchy are happy for me to be involved in. And, I'm an assistant coach at the moment. I'm involved with the first few test matches and looking to create a bond and a good relationship with Baz in these test matches. And then we'll see what decisions are made after that. But, whichever role that they think is best for me and take the team forward, whether that be white or red ball, then I'm happy to go with it.
In a perfect world, would you want to carry on doing a bit of both?
That's a lot of work, but I think this is one that's going to be out of my hands. So I'll just have to wait and see. But I've really enjoyed being involved with the white ball team. Obviously, over the last few years, I think they've got something very special in terms of the environment and what they can achieve. So, of course, when you will miss those environments if you're not involved with them. But we have an opportunity here to create something exactly the same in red ball. So that's the excitement for me. Is McCullum has a vision, and he wants to get that same kind of attitude and approach that we've got in white ball cricket. And I don't mean that in obviously the way that we go about our cricket, but the dressing room and making us number one in the world.
Go with John, and then we'll finish with Stefan.
Yeah, Paul, obviously the collapse last night was very damaging for you. I just wondered if you had any thoughts on how that unfolded, really. Yeah,
look, I think there was movement in the pitch throughout the day, and in the end, both teams got pretty much exactly the same score, no matter how or whichever way we went about it. It came out of that first day as all evens. Of course, when you get in a position like that, it's disappointing that you haven't gone ahead and created a big lead. But at the same time, if you dwell on it and it affects you for the rest of the game, that's no good as well. So you've got to make sure that you're upbeat, you're confident, and can come back strong, which we did this morning. But as I said, I think the game isn't out of our reach yet. Hopefully the batters will come back second innings and can do something special.
Hi Paul. Just on the subject of the collapse, Brendan and Ben had spoken about in the build-up to this match about wanting to be positive and giving people confidence to play in a certain way, but also maybe being sensitive if things didn't quite go well. Can you just sort of talk to us about what was said in the dressing room last night after that collapse to keep belief high and keep guys playing in the way that you want them to?
Well, Brendan's a glass half full kind of a man, and he'll stay calm, and he's not going to change his values and beliefs just because of one innings. That's for sure, and neither will Ben. I'm sure all the players have come out from that first innings and wish they'd either been more selective in the shots or of actually scored runs, obviously. But I think Brendan last night was very calm. He's a very calm character, and he's not going to have a knee-jerk reaction because of one innings. We knew that things aren't just going to change overnight straight away, and it's going to take some time that we get the team playing the way we want them to play, and obviously that's work in progress.
And just picking up on George's point about the coaching appointments, when Rob Key spoke to us, particularly referring to the appointment of Matthew Mott, he said that the thing that tipped the scales in his favour was his CV and what he'd done previously. Have you thought about how you can bolster your CV to be front and centre the next time an England head coach's job comes up?
I'm involved with England cricket, and that's a lot of days a year out of the schedule, and I just want whichever team I'm involved with to play the best they can and get the best out of their ability. And in the past few years, I haven't had the opportunities to obviously do other roles and other jobs. So I've had a great experience of doing an interim role for pretty much 3.5 months, 4 months. I think that's in itself a great experience. And you know, I've been in and around a lot of teams in the past 8 years, and been to many World Cups. So that's experience in itself, even as assistant coach. So, but yeah, look, it is what it is, and I've just got to make sure that I'm focused on driving this team forward with Brendan or Matthew, if I'm involved with the white ball team, and I'm excited about that.
Thank you. Cheers, Colin. Thank you.